Hello there, everybody. My name is Robertta Bobbie, and this is another episode on Unfiltered Bobbie. I am here with the beautiful author, columnist, beautiful mother, Felly Oyugah.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, and the beautiful, amazing Dotty.
Hi.
Karibuni sana here on this beautiful ladies set. Mm-hmm. Today I just want the girls. Sikuizi nimepunguza kuongea na wanaume. Sijui kama mmenotice, ninapunguza kidogo. Sitaki mambo mengi. No. They make my head hurt. But not in a bad way always. So today, ladies, I am joined by these beautiful ladies today to discuss an article that has been making rounds. And actually, this article has gone viral world over. Everyone is talking about it, and the feedback that is coming from even the article being published is that kumbe someone can make people read, because people have not been reading. As a writer, I know you know what I mean. Yes, so it's crazy. Everyone is reading this article. Everyone has read it. Almost everyone. And if I meet someone who's not read it, I'm sharing it, so that because I would love to hear their opinions. The article I'm talking about is the one that was published by Shantae on The Vogue. And the title is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing? So that is what we're discussing today. I have someone from the Gen X and someone from the Gen Z. Na mimi nakwanga wanatuita zillennial. Sijui niko tu hapo katikati. I can relate with millennials, Gen Zs. Yeah, so let's talk about it. And I'm going to ask the question first to you, Dotty. No. Who should I ask first?
Should respect
Let me ask Felly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Respect your elders.
Let's start with you, Felly.
Yes.
Is having a boyfriend embarrassing? You have read the article, and I'd love to know what you deduce from it and the opinion that you have from all these opinions that people are giving even online.
Yes.
So from personal opinion, do you think having a boyfriend is embarrassing?
No.
Why?
No, it's not. I mean, it depends on the boyfriend. You know, we could even say being alive is embarrassing. Because there's some things we do.
Oh, it's like an umbrella statement.
You know, there's some things we do to stay alive that can be embarrassing.
Yes.
So I read the article, you sent it to me. And so I read all of it, of course. And the part I agreed with, you know, like people are now hiding their boyfriends. Because if somebody says, I have a boyfriend, you are blocked, cut off. Really, people don't want to be interested. And I'm wondering, when did people become so cynical and so angry and so tired?
Hatutaki kwa nao ma boyfriends zenu matakataka zenu unatupostia hapo.
And why do you think that you have to be takataka? Because I know, like for a while, and because of course I am older, you know, those days when you had somebody who was single and they were like a sex symbol, they would not want to, you know, introduce the aspect of having a partner, because then the fans, you'd lose the fans. Yes. So if you are a man or a woman, you would not say, I have a husband or a boyfriend. It would just be chinyamaji, so that you just maintain that sex symbol. Is
this if you're a star or even just as a normal human being?
I have seen it also depending on what work you do. You know, like you see different professions, and even now that you see, like maybe people who do like those club hostings and whatnot, nobody wants somebody's wife, you know,
or that you have a boyfriend and they could block.
People like radio
presenters
also would like to keep some things private. Air hostesses, like there are some sexy to roles that you don't want to people to know that you have somebody, so you keep the person just so that you keep people, you know, because a lot of people fantasize about you. I mean, that's the truth. They aspire, they have a make-believe life with you, some fairy tale, and it helps your business, so you let them keep that. But then when it comes to this other one now, where people are just like, you know, it's embarrassing, and I have a problem with that. And I was telling you the other day, I had a live, and a woman came on and asked us, and you people are still getting married to men? And I was just like,
we'll go pee.
Yes, and you're still getting married. No, the way the tone was like,
why are you still doing it?
Peasants, yes, you peasants, you know, you ignorant, you know, fools. How dare you, men in this century? And I'm just like, yes, we are still getting married to men.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm sure the article was just, to create conversations. And you have seen the conversations that it has created. You see that more and more people have a problem with women, heterosexual women, having relations with men. And I wonder why. Like what happened? What did women do to you? Or what did men do to you?
Let's pause there. Dotty, take it away. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing, especially amongst your peers? I know this conversation has been I feel like this conversation is being steered more by the people in your age group.
Yeah.
And I think the emergence of it is even coming from the changing times, the digital times changing. Nyindo mnajua vizuri, mko tech savvy kutuliko kidogo. So what is it about having a boyfriend that is making the connotation come out that it is embarrassing? Ni nini mnafikiria kwa akili zenu nyinyi ma Gen Z? Hebu tuingize huko ndani.
Where do we begin from? Let me just start from where Felly has said that it depends with who you're talking about, who your boyfriend is. Because I believe that when you first know the person you're dealing with, you'll now get to speak from that perspective. Personally, from my line of dating, I wouldn't say that having a boyfriend is embarrassing, because I've had different encounters. Kuna yule wa mi spendi kupostiwa, and then there's yule wa
you post.
Onu ni postingi. Yeah, you post your male friends in it. Trust me, I don't mind. I'll post my male friends, but when it comes to now my man. So I didn't know if maybe it became like a dynamic from the experience I had. So now I'm like, okay, the other person didn't want, now you want. It doesn't make sense to me.
It confuses you.
Exactly. But then again, there's the rise of social media and everything, and I feel like people are looking for validation. And remember, we had a conversation with you, Bobbie, the other time, and I was like, do you think your friends also influence the person you date? Maybe, determining if you're going to leave this person or you're going to stay with this person. Because unaonanga ile, as long as you're happy, charming. Yeah.
But you can feel that kind.
Exactly.
Yes.
So again, is your boyfriend worth being somebody you can show to people, or is it somebody who utampost and then comment section imeja, oh, usini Johnny, si tulikuwa naye huku, we're getting married in April.
Okay, but how will you know though? Because in the article it's written that there's somebody who said there's a part where it says these men can even embarrass you 12 years in.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can be a nice guy. He can be a nice jama.
Because life happens.
Yeah. And then after 12 years, he decides now he likes Roberta more than he likes Dotty.
But you see, but this has happened all the time. It's only that now we have social media. Those days we had a different social group. And people were still embarrassed then. I mean, the embarrassment didn't start with social media. Yeah. There was somebody who married somebody. Everybody was so happy for them to get married. Then one day you woke up in the morning and he ran away with the maid. Yes. Or he decided to take his daughter's friend. So they've been embarrassing.
But do you think the embarrassment was on a smaller scale? So maybe now that then we can say it's just the church and the neighbors that know. Now it is world over. Like if Dotty posts her man now,
in 5
someone
minutes.
in South Africa will know. Her fans in Mongolia, they know that she's been left.
Yeah.
So
what
do you think?
What's wrong with being left? If somebody leaves you, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Whether one person knows it or 200 people know it, you've been left. I think Dotty, touched on something where people are looking for validation from elsewhere, which is a problem, and you see it on the socials, and even there have been discussions where people are having and saying, you can actually be vulnerable online without exposing everything about your life. The problem is now we are so invested in followers that I want to show you everything. And sometimes the everything is spoiled even before. Maybe I think the problem now would be is when I expose everything too early, the chances of it being spoiled are higher because I'm coming from a point of weakness. We have not yet solidified this thing. We met yesterday. And I'm already, my boo.
But see me bamba. Sasa do
24 hours.
See me I'm joining your relationship.
24 hours.
We meet today. Johnny, we say I love you.
Oh my God.
And then in 1 week, you are now not talking. You are now crying for us and whatever. I wish I knew.
Posting sad things, making our lives look sad.
Posting quotes.
Imagine.
You are crying. So some things, I think, we also need to learn. Even then, when we didn't have social media, there were things you keep to yourself. Because sometimes of exposing things too early, human beings spoil things. I can now tell you anything because you don't even know the person too well. It's 24 hours. I tell you, Bobbie, hey, that guy, you went out with my sister. And yeah, you don't know him. It's 24 hours. Yeah, so you don't know. You wouldn't even be able to sit and say, okay, this is. You can't filter out what is real and what is not. Yeah, but I don't think that the having the boyfriend is a problem. Everybody will embarrass you. Even your mother will embarrass you. You know, I don't know why we are so scared of embarrassment, and I think that's the problem right now. Is now what increases trolling online because of that aspect of embarrassment. We behave like it can only happen.
Also,
to
it's
you.
a give and take.
Yes, it can only happen.
It exists because this is happening.
Exactly, yeah. But embarrassment, my friend, everybody. Because I have children. You are talking about I have children, and then you know what embarrassment is.
Now we know what embarrassment is.
Yeah.
Because you've walked around with proof of raw sex.
You've walked at that, and then let me tell you, because what you realize is that what humbles you about children and even any relationship is that I have no control. You know, I would hope you wouldn't embarrass me. I really would hope you wouldn't. But you're going to do something, knowingly or unknowingly. So sometimes you might be thinking you're doing things for the good of, and it comes out as something totally embarrassing. Or you can be actually just go out there and your intention is to embarrass me. And that is why you see these days very many people are keeping records. I'm talking to you, I'm recording.
Because you don't know when
you don't know when I will need it.
Puka.
Yes, I don't know this. I'm talking to you, I'm recording. You sit somewhere, screenshot. You were somewhere, photos. We did it. So that because I know
Oh my God.
anytime right now. And that's not a way to live, really.
Dotty, tell us a little bit more about this validation that iko mbali.
Oh, easy.
Oh, okay. Dotty, tell us a little bit about this validation that you're talking about that we're chasing. So a trend that I've noticed amongst, the younger generations is that even the social media presence is very much munajificha kidogo, hamna profile pictures, hampost mapicha, hampost anything, lakini munaangalia vitu, muko online sana munaangalia vitu.
Monitoring spirit.
But they're not posting. And the other end of the spectrum is now the millennials, the Gen X, the boomers. They're really posting everything. What they've eaten, where they've gone, what they're doing, who they're talking to. So talk to me about the validation and your social media habits, which I guess is tying into maybe the way you guys are interacting with social media ndo inachangia amtaki tujue boyfriends wenu ni kina nani. Ndo maana mnawaficha uso. Tunaona hata kwa wedding, professional photos, baby shower. Mtu ametolewa sura yote, it's just a ghost.
Yeah.
Imekuwa blood or the head has been removed.
The world is watching.
Or
Yeah, and internet doesn't forget.
Yeah.
What is up about that? Like, you've already married the guy. This is your husband now. Why are you still hiding him?
I think when we talk of validation, first let's go back to people doing things from the experience they've seen. They're like, kama nani alifanyiwa hivi, mimi pia naweza fanyiwa hivi.
Yes.
And then now they come up where they get somebody who maybe is good or maybe bad. And then now they're like, okay, I need to do a test. I need to know if people are going to agree. Of course, people are not going to love you. Bobbie is smiling. Yeah, not everybody is going to love you. I might like Felly. You might not like Felly. Today, Felly will be like, no, I don't like your coat. You'll be like, hey, that coat is dope.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
So people are like trying to get more numbers for, to make them feel comfortable. Like, mimi mtu wangu watu wamesema nakaa vizuri.
Yes.
Kuna yule mwenye anatembea vizuri kwako. Mimi kwangu atembei vizuri. And it's okay. But at the end of the day, we don't appreciate that it's the fulfillment that we need to try search within ourselves instead of giving people what we want them to give us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like taking a lot of power. It's essentially you care a lot about people's opinions.
Yeah. And that therein lies the problem. That's where you're now trying to control the embarrassment and you can't control the embarrassment. I think if we live in a time now when everybody wants to show that they're doing better. And the truth of the matter is very few people are doing
competition.
Very few people are doing good. And that's where I think the embarrassment now comes in. You're trying to show, this is my boyfriend, he bought me this, he took me where. And then he doesn't have the money. And one of the people who've been sitting watching knows that boyfriend takati na sina jua huyu mtu ananga. And then I leak conversations.
The spirits are working.
Yes. I look conversations of him asking me for money.
Yeah.
And you're seeing people destroying each other like that. I think we really need to use social media for something more than show off. I think we can also appear in, get into social media and be vulnerable without showing every little thing. You can be married and people know you're married, but they don't have to know that you work. It's implied.
Yes.
Once you said you're married, it's implied that
Yes.
you spend some time together. You don't really need to bring all these things. Again, I think also it's the fact that not all of us are creative enough to think that you have content that people want to watch. Yeah. So you have a lot of these things that are not sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So showing every aspect of your life, saying everything, using, then there's also that, there's another something, somebody called it something, I can't remember. I don't know if it's the tears economy or something economy. Agony, where every story must just be somebody died, somebody
It's
beat
like
me, somebody
poverty
killed
porn.
me.
It's like,
Yes.
what is it called? There's a name for
Yes.
it. The sadness. I know what you mean.
Yes, yeah. So for us who are sitting there, maybe that's what we are saying. Maybe it's embarrassing to be sharing, because most of these things anyway that happen to people happen. They're not new. You're not the first one to be left by your boyfriend. Yes, you won't be the last. You're not the first one maybe for your boyfriend to turn out to be useless. He's a bum. He's just a gamer every day, doesn't do anything. You're not the first to, there's nothing fast.
There's nothing new under the sun.
There's nothing. But I think the problem is that you're putting it in our faces. Yeah.
Can I give you guys my opinion?
Please do.
I'm of the school of thought that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. But I will explain myself.
Yeah.
I think that, of course, not all boyfriends is implied. We're not talking about the good, respectful, respectable,
human being, yes.
generous, whatever. We're not talking about those guys. We're talking about the trend of disappointment. And listen, I'm not saying only men are disappointing, but
Even
today we are
women,
talking about boyfriends. I've encountered more disappointing boyfriends than I have girlfriends, and not in my personal life per se. The stories around me. I've seen the women in my life, the things they've gone through, the things they've gone. I don't even know if they've gone through or they're still stuck in, but I've seen the trajectory of how the relationships have been. And I like that you mentioned, our past shapes the kind of decisions we make as we grow older, because now I'm thinking, I saw Felly's boyfriend akimnyang'anya manguo Instagram. Alimzimia gari kwa highway, akamnyang'anya gari yake, alimwambia return my teeth. Akachukua meno zake.
Bwana akarudi kuchukua
ng'ombe. You know, even cows' teeth.
Yeah. Hadi meno zinachukuliwa, So when you see all this, I tie it to the fact that they know, they feel like we're the weaker gender. And it's almost impossible to embarrass a man online. It's almost impossible. Not because they don't get embarrassed. It's because society does not really support that. Most of us have internalized misogyny. It's already a patriarchal system. So for a woman to embarrass her, it's almost easier. And because they feel this is not, remember, I'm not even talking from personal experience because I haven't been embarrassed. But I just feel like once you put yourself out there for people to be able to have an opinion on you, then you cannot control anything external that is happening. You can't control what this person does, how society sees you, whatever happens. The best you can do is maybe work on yourself so that after you're embarrassed now, you know how to deal with it and how to go through it. But all this to say, not that I'm embarrassed of my boyfriend or that I won't post my boyfriend, but I actually do agree with the sentiment that having a boyfriend can be embarrassing. Yeah. And how I would say we would deal with this is what Felly said. Take your time. Take your time. Get to know this Jama. I know you can't know this Jama even in 12 years. He can change his mind anytime. But kuna tu vitu zingine zenye unaweza extend grace ya kuelewa this is a human being and he will do things and they will embarrass me. Lakini kuna ile utaona this is malice. This is malicious intent. This person actually hates me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not at the point where I'm able to decipher what is malice and what is humanness, because I have seen so much vindictiveness coming from people, especially after they break up.
Yes.
So I think it's just a cautionary tale. The article says that women want to have the best of both worlds. We want the benefits of this patriarchal system where when you're attached to a man, it looks good. You know, people are saying, oh, Felly has a nice husband.
Yeah.
You know, trust her. She's a mother. She's a wife. But also we want to be able to keep it private and secret so that nobody's judging us.
If he does anything, then
if he messes up,
you can fix it fast.
and I go back, everybody's going to say,
clock it. You see? So it's like tunajaribu kubalance. And sometimes it's not even intentional. Like you, I don't think you're intentionally hiding your man.
I'm not.
You're just living life.
I'm living life. It's private. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But mbona hauja tu had lunch hapo? If you're saying it is not embarrassing, mbona hauja tu had lunch
Like
hapo?
for me, my thing is it's nobody's business. This is my business, and the same thing. I've done the same with my kids. I have children. You never see my children unless you're close.
Actually,
to me.
I can't even know you have kids
Yes,
online.
Yeah, unless you're close to me.
Yes.
You don't know who my children are really, and there's a reasoning behind that. One, they have their own lives. They might decide, I never want to be to be seen anywhere, or I want to be seen. It's up to them to have that, to choose that. I also know it's not lost to me that there are people who don't like me. So if you know my children,
And then you project that.
Yes, and you want to hit them. And you've seen a lot of people go through those things, a celebrity where one day you wake up in the morning and a 2-year-old is trending, and it's adults who are actually
discussing
this
baby.
child and saying all manner of wicked things and making the child into a meme and whatnot. So you just don't want to be in that situation. So for me, my personal life, I mean, it's my business, unless you're my friend. And there are people who know me very well and who not even know some of my personal things, because it's my problem. I have a problem with people who want to ask me police questions like, Nani, mind your business. I'm an adult. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me or to want to know or to validate. Yeah, I'm not seeking anybody's opinion. I've kind of decided for myself. I know the pros, cons, and I'm doing whatever it is I need to do. But even with that said, everybody is an embarrassment to somebody. I think those are some of the things we need to
to accept.
To accept,
Yeah.
yes. Everybody is an embarrassment to somebody. But sometimes we figure it out, like, I know you have a friend who embarrasses you, not just you, as in just embarrasses you by being themselves around you. You're just like,
There's
oh my God.
there's people you can't take some places.
Yes, you're just like, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up
just
of all
do it.
this, you
Yeah.
know, yeah. But you won't stop being their friend because you've kind of just said, okay, this is not malicious, as you said. They're just trying to also deal with life and whatever it is. So you have that friend who cannot shut up, overshares. You have just sat at a table, some men come and they have said everything.
Did you just
Yes, kindly.
calm down?
Do you mind?
Ifeli dress yangu utanirudishia lini?
Ile umepata 50 bucks.
Ati tukienda huko sija kaanguka.
Imagine, yeah. So there's sometimes you're just like, or she just overshares her things. That, yesterday I had sex and it was, and it's just like,
Oh my God, I'm that friend.
But you have
I
your
am
limit.
sorry for my friends. I am sorry.
Yeah. But you see, because people are different, so
Yes.
everybody's an embarrassment to everyone. I remember I was saying even before, now here I'm your auntie. So I'll tell you, the problem I have or I see is that we are getting to so many extremes, and there are some people amongst us who are not able to tell that this is now extreme. So you might go into life fighting things that you don't understand, and I don't want a boyfriend, they're embarrassing, and then one day you wake up in the morning and you're just like, oh, I wasted my life, I should have, or maybe I met this person and he was a good person, even just for a platonic friendship, but you are so hardline,
killed it.
yeah, that men are this, men are that, men. Human beings, that's my word, always are human beings. Yeah, so everybody can embarrass. Again, we don't always have all the stories. And that's why, like Naz, I'm telling you now, as your auntie, I have the benefit of time. Now, what happens is there are some things I believed as a teenager of certain women in my life, even my own mother. And you grow up and thinking, oh, these people are mistreating my mother. Kumbe, you don't know your mother was a witch at some point.
Kora one.
Yes. And you see, because life is different, the way I present to you is not the way I'm going to present to young men. It's not the way I'm going to present. And again, the circumstances surrounding whatever it is we are going through. So while my father might have done one thing to my mother, at some point my mother also did another thing to my father.
True.
But we never get those
the
two
full stories.
Yeah. So you grow up thinking, how many of this? My mother did they did this to me. Then one day when you're older, you're just like, wow.
It's like you're living through someone else's lenses.
Yes, yeah. So when you're older, and now you start getting information. Sometimes it might be the same information, but because you're older, you can decipher things different. Or you have gone through things, even me, I behave like this when I'm angry. But I know, nikujifanya na jifanyanga. Lakini haikuangi hivi. That type of, yeah. So, with all these things, they must be taken with a pinch of salt. In fact, not even a pinch, just take the whole jar, pour that salt, and have your own experiences. Have your own experiences and be open to humanness, not to gender, myths and narratives and whatnot. So that's what we should take from all this. When you see that having a boyfriend is embarrassing, having anybody is embarrassing. Humaning with
like
somebody is
Felly being
embarrassing.
around. But from my experience, now if I look at my lenses, less women are embarrassing me. Like I can't count on my hand if I compare.
No, you're still young. One, you're still young. Two, because of who we are as women, we let our fellow women slide
easier than we do men.
Men, yes, because we so want to empower each other. We are bonded by common suffering and a common enemy. So I would let you slide with a lot of things. And if a lot of female friendships are very toxic and are very embarrassing online. Very embarrassing. You'd see somebody and you're just like, Nani, is that even a friend? How many even wedding videos do you see? And the best-maid is looking at her friend like, and
she's probably fucking her man.
Exactly. And she's been caught off guard. So nobody knows, but you're seeing her friends are just like,
oh yeah, not even that video, can I say her name? When she was looking at, did you guys see that video when it was trending? No. There was a lady dancing and then everyone was cheering and that lady was looking at.
Yes, what
is wrong with you?
Yes. And there's even a recent one, a lady she was getting mad and people are singing for her and the friend is like,
And by the way, unaweza kosa kunotice hivi vitu.
Yes, so everybody embarrasses everybody. That we really need to get out of that hardline, because the problem with hardlining is we stop humanizing that other person. Then you can do anything to them. And it has happened to us anyway. We know as women.
Yes.
This has happened to us when they stopped humanizing us. So you are like a cow.
They also put you on a higher pedestal when they don't humanize you.
Yeah, when it comes to morality. So we expect you to not be seduced. You can't be tempted. You can't be... And then again, on top of that now, because you have been put on a pedestal, you don't have human feelings, you can't feel pleasure. You don't deserve pleasure.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yes.
The same way it's cutting this side, ujue inakungoja hii side. Dotty, are you posting your lover online?
Who is my lover? I don't even have a lover.
If you had a lover.
let me just echo some point before I get back to you.
Sure.
So I'm just going to say from what Felly said, I think we are following the rules too much. We want to live on that path, that this is the right direction. Yes. Rules are meant to be broken, and that's why they are there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, live for the moment. Is this stories I'm never falling in love again? Mimi, heartbreak me once, twice.
We'll heal in heaven.
Yes. Tutapewa mwili mpya.
Yeah,
exactly. Let's not run before we learn to crawl. Let's take it step by step. learn and learn, do, redo, everything.
Fail, be embarrassed.
Yes.
And
there's
that is-
nothing wrong with embarrassment.
Yes,
yeah.
that is something I really appreciate with the book. There's such a lot of not giving a fuck. It tells you utajigonga kwa hiyo nini ukasirike, and then will you try to break the table? Sasa easy. Did you break the chair? You didn't. Let's leave.
Hata nikuanshasa how.
Exactly. Because
yes.
these are things that live with us. Pain, disappointments, embarrassments,
failure.
Yeah. I hear people are like, you know what, alinifanyia hivi nini. They've never done that to me. Why should I not look at that person with a better eye than something that I saw with somebody else? Like,
and you wait for them to show you?
Exactly. Let's just try to adjust. And when we find that it's a bad thing, let's unlearn, redo it again with the intention of, you know what, fuck what happened. I'm going to be with this person because I love them. I'm going to post them. I'm going to not judge them because I don't know how they are.
Especially
they are.
based off my past
Exactly.
experiences.
Yes. So I just want to say, let's live life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
oh
love
my
that
God. So now, are you posting after
there's
him
hope.
mawaidha
There's
yote?
hope.
After him mawaidha yote?
Yeah.
Are you, when you have a lover, are you open to posting them?
I think I am open to posting my lover. Bora tusikwe monotonous.
Kila
It's,
siku
good morning, babe.
You know
he
what?
took
You
me.
know what harasses me is these ones. You know, they're together. Then they start discussing their problems or their happiness online. Then you're dating us. Talk to
Ebu give me an example because maybe you guys are calling me out. Give me an example.
You know, like that one I can post. It's a lovely day. Then wife or husband in the comments, yes, sweetie, you know you forgot to drink your milk. I didn't pick it. I'll pick it in the evening.
He told me my eyes.
Text each other.
Sometimes you're in the same house. Now you tell her that.
Did you send me photos today? Oh, it reminded me that I was supposed to be telling
You guys. Hapa to break rules. Tupendane, tuache watu wapendane.
It's just our opinion.
Yes.
Our opinion.
tupunguze monotony. Tupunguze hiyo nini mingi. Yeah, we know. And don't make it your daily, something that make you look like the pick Misha and all male-centered person. It's giving that.
It's like your man is your whole
everything.
life.
What if hell
and it
breaks
can
loose?
be, but just you're boring us.
It's okay for him to be your whole life. Like, tulia nani.
Mwambie nini, si uko na namba yake ama nikupatie.
Felly's like, tuzunguke too, but this is it. This is it.
You guys. You know, I'm of the opinion that I think people should post their lovers.
I don't mind.
I think you should post that man. Post him so that
He can embarrass you.
it is
and deal with it.
Mapema ndio
And deal with it.
Exactly. And I love.
But what if I'm the one who embarrasses him? Does anyone think that I might be the one who will embarrass him?
I think any man would be lucky to be seen with me. I think when he posts me there, people would feel nice.
No, you might embarrass him. You don't know what it is.
And actually, it's interesting you bring this up because I am seeing someone right now. And just last night, there's some articles I want to publish. And I messaged him and I told him, I'm about to publish these articles. They're very explicit and they're things I wrote. They've been sitting in my drafts and I wrote them a long time ago, but I'm going to publish them this week. And that's in line because I'm sure if somebody reads this article and knows this man,
we'll ask him, hey?
Be like, hey, udem yako.
Yes, what's going on?
Rada ni gani?
Yes.
But he told me, I don't care. Post what you need to post.
Yeah.
Get your job done.
Yeah.
But I see how I could be embarrassing him without it being, of intention. So
I do the same.
valid.
I say, by the way, this thing is coming out.
And I said this.
I've said this, and I've said, and I've done, or I've written this.
Yes.
But this is where it's coming from. Like, do you want to have a
talk
discussion
about it
around it?
Yeah.
So that you know this is where I'm coming from when I am saying.
This is not about us, baby.
Yes. And it might even be about us, but also in that you learn what's what.
And there's also coincidence. I mean, I wrote it and we are going through that and I want to publish it at this moment.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be that. And it also could
Noisy man nuances munazileta. Leteni zote.
Because I also had a video of when you taste someone's boyfriend, and then it was so sweet. I was to post it, but again, I had that ordeal. Somebody's telling me they are almost breaking up with the girlfriend because we have been closer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I post it right now, this person will be like, I'm trying to like, throw shades and everything. So
how does that affect you, and how do you go around that? So does that mean your work stalls? And also, Felly, this is to both of you. As writers, as people who have very, what can I call them, radical opinions online. As people who are very vocal and open to sharing our opinions especially. So what does that mean? Does it mean we will consistently have to be giving these disclaimers? Does it mean we will consistently have to be saying, Buddha,
na posti leo sijui itabidi
naenda kuongea juu ya venye nilidinya na so what now? You know?
I think this person knew what he was walking into
when he met me.
Exactly. He knew who Bobbie was, he knew who Dotty was, he knew who Felly was. So trying to bend something that has already been straightened doesn't make sense. I can try to accommodate you and make you understand, but I won't be looking for your opinion all
it's
the
like
time.
It's like a permission.
Yes.
It's not permission, exactly. Yeah, it's not permission.
Yeah, and then they be like, I've seen you post something. Sorry, you always saw me post these things. So today is becoming a problem because we are together. And now maybe opinions from other people. By the way, your girl, that has been my girl. Before and now, that's that person. And I feel like when you start going through that line where you let them now become so much part of what you do, it will affect how you do your things. Because I was actually...
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was watching a series called Nobody Wants This.
I watched it. It was so nice.
The lady is a podcaster and she's gotten a very nice mind.
Go watch it. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. Right? It's such a healthy love story. Yeah. Very healthy, open, beautiful. It's so nice.
Yeah, this is a very amazing series because it teaches you how a man can actually be patient and try to affirm a lady who's an overthinker, and it is so beautiful. But again, the sister was like, your comment section, our comment section is full of people saying nowadays you're boring because she's trying not to give
too much information.
Yeah, like she used to. She's trying to,
because now she's protecting her relationship.
You get.
Sorry, I keep cutting. It's
so interesting. I love it because actually we are talking about something we've experienced. So I feel like let's try to also understand and learn that when we fall in love and have this person, let's not lose ourselves to the point that we are living for them. Because remember, I saw she made a drastic decision of turning into a Jewish, and I was like, calm down, girl. You're doing so fast, because she's trying to like fit in so that the man and the family can accept her. So let's just not forget ourselves in the process.
And that's the
but at the end,
at the
end of this, the man didn't even want her to convert.
Yes.
Like he was just happy she's there.
Too good to be true.
She's just too good. Just thank you. Just thank you for loving. Yeah, that is so beautiful. I think also it is by being your true authentic self that you attract. You're magnetic to the people who you deserve. So
and
now when it comes
there's
into
also
your
danger
life,
with that.
Tell us.
And especially now for you, the younger girls, those are things that you experience. When you are authentic, when you are bold, you also attract those who want to humble you.
Yes.
So you get the two. You get the person who really comes and is honest. I mean, I'm with it. I get you. I see where you're going. I want to support you. You get the other one who comes with starting off by support, then start stopping you.
Because challenge is intelligence.
Yes.
Challenge is intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it needs a lot of some wisdom.
Superpowers.
Yeah, it needs some wisdom. You need to look at it quietly. You talked about, sharing everything with somebody. You're not asking for permission. Very important that you should never ask for permission. But it's always good for these people who are close to you to understand. People who value you. It's not everybody. So you should not come online and explain to people why you're doing something.
Oh, yes. The people who matter.
The people who matter, and to your partners, your kids.
Because that's what I was going to ask as Dotty was speaking. You have to care about their feelings.
Yes, true. Yes, and how they're perceived out there also.
Yes.
Because you are also maybe with somebody who is in a certain space. Yeah, so you have to respect that space for him. Yeah, and especially now when it is obvious that two of you have a thing.
Yes.
But again, Felly, maybe I'm going back to, didn't he know what he was getting into?
Everybody does.
I want to know how you two are going to balance.
Like for me, I would say this, like at least for me, there's years worth
Experience,
of
and all that.
yes.
years worth of seeing who this person is. And also what people don't understand is you are many things. You know, people only read about you and think that's all you are, or read your work and think that's all you are. You are a woman who's many things at many times. You know,
and you're even though different to your man.
Exactly,
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm playful, sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm intense.
And dogs, and then you have your chihuahua.
Yes.
My Doberman.
So you're many things.
Yes.
And so he might have come in knowing that part. You know, because that's what's in the public. So by the time you are coming in and start speaking to me, say day one, or you meet me day one and you go and Google and whatnot, then you'll be like, oh, she's this person. But then now you'll experience different aspects of you. And it's only fair that you walk through it together. And especially being a woman who is deemed as controversial. You know, everything is
marriage dropout.
Yeah. Everything is not going to be radical. And sometimes I think it surprises people because you just be like, yeah, this, I'm so hardlined on this. But this, I want to do this for you. And just like, are you the same person?
Sorry, Felly. So I think maybe you're trying to say, meet me halfway.
Yes. I don't even think they should be halfway. Let's just meet. Because there's sometimes we're going to... Yeah, because...
Sometimes it's 37.
Yes. And that's what we should stop. Remember, you're the one who just said now these rule things. When you start saying that you must meet me halfway. Sometimes I'm not able to. Because of many things. It could be trauma.
Life. Yeah.
It could be life. I have stress of work and whatnot. You know, you're trying to balance all these things. And when somebody comes into your life, you write different. You speak different. You'll remove...
It's so true.
Yes. Your whatever will change.
And I think your audience can tell.
Yes.
Do you think
People
that's the reason?
Do
you think that's the reason in the article they're saying, once women start posting their boyfriend, now we start removing them, blocking them and muting them because... And I see, actually, as I was reading, I was thinking, this is not just when a boyfriend comes into your life. Even when you become a mother.
Yes.
Your content changes.
When you get money.
Yes.
You didn't have money.
Yeah, now you're not
changing.
You change a job.
Yes.
You change your city.
You can't post for us mbosho and now you're eating caviar.
Exactly.
You know, so...
And that is why you have to decide what type of content you have. And I think somebody was trying to educate us on that as well. And because they had... followed a series of influencers. And many started when, you're in your one bedroom on the floor.
Yes.
And
one bedroom ni mingi.
Oh, room.
Single. You're bed sitter, now you're pregnant.
You're bed sitter and you're showing people all that. And then, of course, your life is not going to remain that way. Now you have 100,000 followers. Some company comes and says, hey, yes, 2 million, do this. So, of course, it's going to change. Yeah, now you can afford even to go to Diani. Before you were only going to Naivasha, now you can reach Diani. And you're taking a flight.
Yes, Dubai, hivi.
Kidogo, South Africa, hivi. Umefika 1-2. And then now you have those people now who cannot... manage you
for them
and for various reasons. There's some people who feel let down because now you have left us here. There are people who are jealous, like who the fuck do you think you are?
Because they have the perception of you in their mind.
And there are people who like you when you are poor. And this is also another thing people need to understand. I can manage you when you don't have anything. But when you have something, you threaten me. Yes, you intimidate me. So these are things you should figure out before you start putting things online. Like me, I want to come and talk about my things. I don't want to tell you where I live. It should be implied that I live somewhere. I don't want to tell you wherever.
After hapa kuna mali unalala.
Hata kama nalala nje. Yes. It's okay, I've come and I'm able to tell you something. Let me go back to whatever. So you must really decide what it is you are doing. And I think that's why many people also start off by pretending to be what they're not. You'd rather go and get into an Airbnb.
Fake it till you make it.
Then you're trying to fake it, and sometimes you don't make it.
Don't do that.
You fake it and
we start again.
Yeah. So you see, now that's the problem with having certain content. Then you must be ready to have all these people who are not coming to gain from you intellectually. Most of them are just staring. Some are jealous. Some are envious. And then now this is when the embarrassing things come on.
Dotty, you wanted to say something.
what was it? I'm just saying. Let me just echo on that. Everybody is just an embarrassment. Just choose your poison. Yes, if you decided to stay with a cheat who you knew was a cheat, and then you post him, and then we see him, if it's a downfall for you, pick yourself up, get up, do it again.
Own your content.
Yes. And not square too much. Bobbie, square too much when posting. You get.
Mnasema ni post once a month.
No. Just have fun. Be you. But don't give people something to talk about ili akuwapea that authority over what you have.
Especially if I feel like if you're chasing the validation, the opposite of it is inevitable.
You must be sure that
you must be ready. If you show us your man, you tutakukandamiza ikifika saa.
Yes. And people are just doing what they've always done. It's only that now it's online and it's on a larger scale because information can move fast.
Yes.
Yeah, but even in just your circle, there are times you don't show your man until the day you're just like, okay, here, now I know what's up.
Guys, do you think it's dangerous not to let people know your man? I'm friends with a bishop called CJ Atemo. He's my colleague on the Citizen Daybreak show. And anytime I start dating someone, he says, bring that man. Bring that man. You need to bring that man around us, around the men, around... Because I don't know if the men can see things we don't see faster.
I'd say friends. Your friends can.
So it's something it's not just him. I mean, it's something now I've taken to heart. When I'm dating someone, I bring them around. And this is seriously, not this to no. I'm talking about someone who's actually, intentional with me. I'll bring them around my friends because I want to hear opinions. I want to hear, what do you think? What energy do you get? How do you feel? Just the vibe that he's giving. Because Felly won't lie to me about a man for what. And I think that's the thing CJ tries to do as well. It's just for you, bring that man. Let's see what... I think they want to hear what are the things he talks about. How is he? What vibe is he giving? So I guess my question is, do you think it's important that we're doing this and maybe we are substituting it with social media and it used to be a real life thing where you bring your jama to meet your friends, family.
Yeah, and it was people that you respect.
And people
who care about you.
But now because we don't have that space, we're not bringing our boyfriends around our moms. Not like that, at least. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are doing it. But do you think we've kind of substituted it with social media now? I'm posting my man, but I'm posting him accepting he could embarrass me, but it's better. Nijue sahi. Wacha nimpost tuko watu wa on my online family wanipe vibes wana feel. Oh, hiyo si ni nyumba ya nani? Hiyo si ni kikombe ya nani ume soft launch? Hiyo si ni gari ya nani? So that nijue mapema, ni mtu wa mademu wengi.
But do you think you would not know?
I feel like when I'm in love, I don't always see.
No, but I think we don't give ourselves enough credit. In the case where you don't have maybe a mom or whatever, like you're saying, like your colleague, like CJ or whatever. And I'm hoping you're not doing that because he's a pastor.
No.
I'm hoping you're doing
it
because he's a
good friend.
Because he has experience in life and relationships.
And he wishes the best for you.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the pastor part is...
Yeah.
Controversial.
That's for them. That's so that they're like, yes!
I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
So you will have people around you that you can, kind of bring this person into spaces, and if they give you an opinion, you would take that opinion. You might not take it at first, or you might take it, but you might think it's something you'd think about.
At least it has spark, because I'll be thinking, why would Felly say that?
Yeah, So I think you can have those people, but it can't be your own followers.
Yeah,
it can't be followers. Because you don't even know these people from a can of paint, and you can't be that person. Yeah, you can't be that person. I think the problem with online that we see a lot now, and Dotty had touched on it, is validation. The problem is very many people are not validated. Very many people are coming from spaces where they felt slighted or they felt disadvantaged, and you're really trying to hit back and say, no, you see, guys, I'm doing it. So your auntie said you'd never get married, now you want to your mother said you'd never drive a car, whether you borrowed it, stole it,
we don't care. We don't even know.
Whatever it
Sasa si
is,
tulikuwa ndani ya mabenzo. Nobody
exactly.
knows.
Yeah, you know.
Fulfillment.
So, yeah. So I think we need to get out of that. You must have a life. As much as social media is a very great tool that can be used, and I've been insisting, especially for women, and then I've even put it further, and especially for us Gen X women and older, it's a tool that can really change our lives. You know, when it comes to health, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to politics, when it comes, you know, aspects of our life, you can use it as a learning tool, but it's not a substitution for human
experience and
contact. Yes, yeah. You must. It's not. You need that flesh and blood still, and I believe people still have those people in their lives. It does not have to be a blood relation.
Yes,
it can be a friend, a colleague, you know, a neighbor. There's somebody who looks
bora
out
ni
for
human
you.
touch. Iko na hiyo human touch.
Yeah, and somebody who looks out for you. And we must be very intentional about being around people who like us. Yeah. So, and don't put a lot of responsibility on somebody else. If you are with the man, even if you're not good, you must. You remember you are your
But Felly, these men, they're so sweet.
Yes, and
they are so nice. They lie to us these nice things.
Enjoy the sweetness, but at
how
night,
will I see?
At 3 o'clock in the morning when you're in your bed, 3 a.m., tell yourself the truth. Just like a tia yenyewe ananibeba. You know, I know he said this, but I've seen that. You have to. You know, my grandmother used to say something that was funny. She used to, you know, like when she'd get annoyed, she'd say she'll put her Jesus on the side and then she'd deal with it. You have to be able to do that and say, okay, man, I love this guy. He makes me feel so good, whatever. Then after that, take it. Now, let's look at this thing.
Now the truth.
The truth, yeah. Because you can't always be led by emotions.
Yes.
You can't. It's going to be a big problem
fickle.
for you. Yes.
It changes.
It changes, yeah. So have those conversations with yourself. Even before you let somebody else telling you be a confirmation
of what you already
think. Yes, but it can't be that somebody else must come and tell you what's up.
Yeah.
Always have that relationship.
It's like
with
an
yourself.
internal compass.
Yes. Always have that relationship with yourself. And I'm not saying be hypervigilant because that's also a problem. Yeah. I'm saying be aware. You have to be aware, yeah.
Balance.
And you must know yourself
enjoy,
so well. Yes.
bado ukichunga.
Yes. You can't just be
kuchunga kila sama kuenjoy tu.
Yes. You must somewhere meet somewhere and be gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dotty, what do you think about soft launches and hard launches?
Again, before I get there, I had a burning point. Yeah.
All right, people of the internet, I hope that you're enjoying this episode very much. And I just had a break to tell you about my new book. You know, everybody says that there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call brothers, but there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, in my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustle specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So, what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash. You know that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjegero.co.ke. And now, back to programming.
Yes, bring it.
Yeah, I wanted to say it, but Felly has touched on it kidogo. It is dangerous and not dangerous. One, when it comes from possibilities of logic and emotions. Are you ready logically to know who this person is, apart from you being in love with them? Because trust me, somebody who's in love, sometimes it's hard to be logic. Because you're like, I'm so in love with this person that I can't even see beyond the imperfections. Like, I just want that perfect part. Like, he makes me feel nice. He gets me this. He gets me. You see, we are trying to cover the bad with the good. And when it comes to now friends and people telling you, this is a bad person, funny enough, most of the times we have conversations with our friends about our partners. In a kongele, by the way, juzi nani akunifanyia poa. We rarely speak out the good
The nice things. Exactly. Do you think we're usually gatekeeping so that asinyakuliwe? What is it we are doing when we do that?
I think
misery loves company. So I would rather we sit here and talk bad things.
Yeah.
Ndo mudhani tuko same. Musijue venye mimi napendwa.
Yeah, one people like, you're hiding. And then the problem with also insisting on speaking on something. I think if you can't say good things, then don't say anything.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, because your friends never forget.
They don't.
And your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endelea Dotty.
So yeah, I'm like, the moment you tell me the bad things about this man, that's the first picture that will be there. The Danger of a Single Story by Chinua Achebe. She said that. You find that, for example, you go to the US, somebody who's never been in Africa, they'll be like, oh, you guys don't have houses, you live on,
on trees and
flies.
We
say hi to Simba, Marara. Yeah. So that is the picture they know of Africa. They don't know we have skyscrapers. They don't know we have this, we are elite and all that. Let's learn to understand that there are good times and bad times, and then let's also have that adoption of how men think kidogo, the logic, because women are perceived to be more emotional than logical. Let's have both. That's all I have to say.
I also
about that.
I actually think it's e-conversational logic na emotion. I wish people would stop gendering it. I like what you're saying because it is a basic human skill.
Women
you
are very
need
logical,
your brain
yes.
and your as a human being. Even men need emotions.
True.
They also need to learn.
And anger that they're allowed to have is an emotion.
Exactly.
Yes,
and
they're
jealousy.
jealous. Yeah, they're very emotional human beings.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we decided something
men
is
are-
for one.
Yeah, the whole territorial thing about men being territorial about their women.
Punching walls during a football
That
match.
is emotions.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those are emotions.
So tell me about another.
Hard launch and the soft launch. So ukianza na makucha. Next week
Na
mgongo
dashboard.
ama kichwa. Yeah.
Nah.
Mimi nawekanga wine glass.
Wine glass.
Nakuonanga. Na by the way, anytime I see Felly, I see one wine glass here, I see another. Najua huyu msichana. I know where she is.
Umesema imekuwa algorithm. Algorithm yako ni wine glasses.
Unaona tu table two wine glasses.
Usiulize maswali.
She outside with her man.
Yeah, so what do you think about it?
I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, at some point there will be a hard launch from the soft launch.
Yeah.
it will always be there. You'll start with the makusha, but kuna tu siku tu. Sometimes you don't even take photos juu umeka kwa akili ati I'm gonna hide this person. And then you find that you have a very nice video you took together, ikapita kwa uso yake. Are you going to crop it?
No. Okay,
you do that.
You're not.
Sina your time.
I might
not, but me, I might not post it.
yes.
No.
So it is, I can post it, I can share it with my friends.
Close friends.
Yes, but I might not post it on social media for the public.
Okay.
You know,
so I think it still leads down, narrows down to what you think, what makes you happy. Is it the soft launch, the hard launch? And I feel like people are coming to soft launch because they're still scared. They're walking on eggshells with this man. I'm like, am I really sure this is the kind of person I want? What happens next, the aftermath of me posting this man? Would people judge me? Would I lose, for example, what Felly said, your profession, your career? Maybe people love your content because they view
because
you
you're single.
sexually. Like, hey, I love her body, but when you dare say you have a man,
No,
how dare
yes,
you?
over.
Yeah. And even the women. So women sometimes are happy with your content because you're a single woman. They're like, hey, you can look good and be single. There's a time I asked a woman, why are you spreading rumors? Who told you I'm single? But sometimes also the soft launch is just to tell people nani.
Nimetoka soko.
Nimetoka, I might not be able to meet you all at once. Excuse me.
Pangeni line.
Niko nataka kuambia.
Yes.
You know, so it's those
In short, guys, so
announcement is being made.
For example, you see the people like Kamene Goro. These are people I personally looked up to. People like Adele Onyango, and then you see the things they post about failed marriages and all that. And then you're like, after all that advice, isn't your rubbish unatupostia failed marriage, and then Kamene dating some weird guy, and then you're like, no, umeniambara sana. You see, people are following you because
we are forming an opinion. Even it's not just the posting, it's the behavior around, it's who you are, the things you say.
Women power, but you're not walking the talk.
Let me give you an example. There's this lady called the Wizard Liz online. I don't know if you know her. She's this, I don't know if she's a femininity coach or what. I don't even know what that means, but like she was teaching women how to love yourself and choose better men and all this, and then she met this guy. This guy got her pregnant and left her all under a year. So the way you're saying, the men will come to humble you and leave. And also now
for you it's a fetish. You must get and you must
that girl. The girl who's at the top
and
of the
remember,
pyramid.
you have been saying everything, how to get a feminine woman, whatever. He comes with that playbook.
He did that.
Yeah.
The first time he met her, the first time he spoke to her, he sent her $10,000. Like this. So, you see, this guy is investing like $10,000 already. But you see, she's getting flack on the internet right now because...
Why did you...
How could you tell us all these things?
Exactly.
And then you're just a baby mama now.
Yeah.
Nothing. No wedding ring. Nothing. And now you've been baby mama, then left.
That whole story of femininity is a scam.
It's a packaged pick-misha. It's a packaged women trying to be good
lovable
people.
To men.
Exactly.
But and the opposite of that is also true. These hyper-independent women are also pick-misha.
They're also the same.
You're also pick-misha. I'm doing this. I want to show you that I don't
can
need
do it by
anything.
myself.
No, I don't need anything. So you can come and you're not bothered. You don't have any problems. Because I take care of everything.
That's also another way of pandering to men.
Yes. So men want me because I don't need you. You're asking for salon money. I can never ask a man for salon money. I can never ask a man for a car. I can never. I get my own car. I do what? If a man is coming here, he knows I have my things. He's just coming to join me. It's all the same thing.
I hadn't thought about it like
and then your demon pops with that pseudo account following you, knowing your intentions na kitu unataka kwa maisha yako. And then they do the exact things you've always wanted.
Play by play.
Plus you've given us the playbook. So I just have to copy all these things you're saying.
Exactly. And then now everybody's watching and saying, wow, kumbe it works. Then as it's working, it
was just delusions.
That's why I said center. Yourself. All these other things are stories. Center yourself.
I think
that's the most important. If I'm going to have a relationship with you, the most important person is me.
in
You
this
know,
relationship.
in this relationship.
Yes.
And that's the only way I can love you. That's
Because
the only way
now you
I
know,
can see
now
you.
you are being open. Now you can see.
Exactly.
I
I
like
can
that.
see you. But if I can't, I'm just thinking of you, I can't see myself. We're not having those conversations. We're not having, people are using their relationships as a protest ground. Everybody's, I can never, my man can never, I will never, I will never, and then I will not do. Honey, come
Breathe.
Yes, yeah.
Honey.
It's never,
See beef.
yes. It's not, as in, but then, you know, you can have a very good relationship with a man, and between the two of you, he has decided to be washing your panties, and you have decided to be making him breakfast.
What is wrong with that?
Yes, and it works for you guys.
Exactly.
And that's where
And
it should
actually
be.
kwa ground hivi ndo watu wanafanya.
Yeah.
Ukiongea na watu wako in healthy relationships. My man makes breakfast and I never
Exactly.
even cook, and
She
I
doesn't even
pay
know to
sometimes for lunch.
Yes.
So,
And you even take them out on days.
Yes, there are women who can't even boil water.
and their
And their husbands are
And their
okay with
husband
it.
is okay with it. There are men who decide they are going to wash their wife's panties. That's what, I have a friend who said that to us. From the time she got married to her husband, that was his thing. He'd wash his underwear and wash hers, and that was, yes. And so those things where we start saying men should do,
Hizo
women
ma
should
rules.
do.
On a date na rules.
Yes, when you have a healthy relationship, don't work.
Those things don't
Yeah,
matter.
because for you can be like, I'd like to polish his shoes. And you wake up in the morning and polish.
Hata
But if
hata
I'm-
3 am tunaamka kupika.
Yeah.
Imagine, no, pika, by the way. And you'll just be like, I have another friend of mine was telling me about his friend who's much older. And for them, like, so she married this man, and who happened to be a popular man in politics and whatnot. And they would be having those night meetings of theirs and show up at 3:00 and see they're hungry. And she would be so happy to cook.
Yeah.
From scratch, frying, whatever. And that was her thing. But you see us looking from outside like, hey,
I can never
never.
do that for a man.
me.
Hata
Oh,
akuje
yeah.
3 am mini
Imagine.
pike mimi.
Mini peak. Let me tell
Yes.
you, all these things are so personal that if we start putting hard lines on it, give us another 10 years, we will be very miserable human
Very,
beings.
very.
true.
And
And
we
I
don't
think
want to
you-
accept it.
We'll
Sorry.
be very
No, it's
miserable.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So what's our verdict? I want to close this conversation. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing? In just a few lines.
For me, it depends. I'll just say, you choose your poison. If it's embarrassing, go with it. If it's not, yeah, so long as it makes you happy. Embarrass you, not, still human. You also embarrass somebody somewhere. Yeah, so it's not just about the boyfriends, but as you say, today was about the boyfriends. Yeah, because I'm very sure even husbands, having a husband is embarrassing.
It's not like now when he marries you at now
It'll
it's
change.
changing.
No, a man is
the
a man.
same thing.
The title has just changed from a boyfriend to a husband. So just pick your embarrassment. See if you're going to deal with it or not.
I'd go with it.
Yeah, let's just be aware and let's feed ourselves the fulfillment kwanza before we feed other people and their, yeah.
And you, Felly?
I'd say let's get therapy.
Let's heal.
Let's heal. Whatever healing is, but I just say let's get therapy. And then it's important not to just, run with things before really sitting down with it and digesting and having discussions.
Okay. I love that. Ladies, maybe you can tell us where we can find you on social media before we close.
Oh, okay. On Instagram, Jaber_O. On TikTok, Jaber still, yeah.
Felly Oyugah across all platforms.
And me, you can find me on loveandorgasms.com, Roberta Bobbie everywhere across social media. Thank you so much for spending this hour with us. I hope you will leave here thinking about, are you embarrassed? Is it embarrassing? Na mukiniona na ma soft launch zangu, allow me, please. This is my period of being loved. Please, just let me enjoy.
No to bombard.
Nisiwajazie sana kwa page. I have been your host, Roberta Bobbie. This has been Heartfelt with Bobbie on Dialogues with Jagero. Thank you so much for watching. Kwaheri.
Kwaheri.